Hello, good morning. You're watching Market Cafe on ET Now with me, Snehi Shah. Now, this is a show where we'll take you through everything that happened in India as well as globally while we were fast asleep last night. And in the second half of the show, we'll also take a look at all the stocks that could be potential buzzers in today's trading session, what the brokerages are picking out for us bright and early this morning, and prep you for today's trading session that lies ahead of us. But with that, let's kickstart the show with the US handover. Let's take a look at what happened on Wall Street last night then. And stock futures are up modestly last night following a losing session on Wall Street that pulled the indices further from record levels. Now, those moves following a negative day for all the three indices. Dow nearly slipped 0.1%, rather flat mover with a slight negative bias coming in over there. Nasdaq fell almost 0.5%. Tech stocks all across the basket struggled with a slide of 0.3%. The S&P 500 also saw its third day trading in the red. Now, that action comes after the three major indices all closed at record levels last week. But despite this recent pullback, the three averages are still on pace to end the trading month and quarter, which both conclude with Thursday's closing bell in the green. Because remember, Friday is a Good Friday, so Indian markets as well as Wall Street will be closed for the trading day. As of Tuesday's close, the S&P 500 has added 2.1% in the month and 9.1% in the quarter of March. The Nasdaq has now climbed 1.4% in March and 8.7% over the 3-month period. Dow has also added 0.7% and 4.2% respectively for these periods. Traders will monitor commentary from Fed Reserve Governor Christopher Waller Wednesday evening, and there's no closely followed economic data expected today, but later in the week, investors will watch for data on jobless claims, GDP and consumer sentiment on Thursday. While the market is closed on Friday, attention will be on releases tied to personal income, consumer spending and personal consumption expenditures expected in the morning. So while largely that's the action coming in from Wall Street, with that, let's also take a look at what happened across European markets, and we'll quite the contrary move when it comes to Wall Street, right? Because Wall Street, I'm seeing red on my screen, but when it comes to European markets, it's a deep shade of green what I'm seeing this morning. DAX up almost 0.7%. FTSE up 0.2%, CSE 40 0.5% up, and the Pan-European Stock 600 also up almost 0.2%. So, well, good moves coming in from the European markets. But with that, let's also shift focus and talk about what's happening in the world of oil, because crude oil futures slipped yesterday as traders assess the impact of the wars in Eastern Europe and the Middle East on the supply picture. Ukraine has escalated its drone strikes against Russian oil refineries, knocking an estimated 900,000 barrels per day of capacity offline, according to Goldman Sachs. The outages could take weeks to repair, and in some cases there could be a permanent loss of capacity. This is what Goldman was noting. The disruption's effect on crude prices will likely be mixed with a decline in refinery demand bearish and a potential reduction in Russian oil exports bullish. This is also what Goldman was noting. Now, the Red Sea crisis, meanwhile, remember, has led to a build-up of 100 million barrels of oil on international waters as shipping companies redirect trade flows to avoid attacks by the Houthi militants. Remember, the Red Sea disruptions have been going on for quite some time now, and these combined with Russian shipping frictions have given crude prices up to a $4 per barrel boost due to larger than expected draws from commercial stocks. Well, with that, let's also take a look at all the important cues to watch today, because that was the handover coming in from Wall Street, from the European markets, as well as from the world of oil. But let's also take a look at all the important events that you need to be tracking in today's trading session. And when it comes to India, then the Nifty rejig will be taking place today, and it will be coming into effect from tomorrow. So watch out for that. And from global cues, then you have from the US, you have crude oil inventories. From Eurozone, you have economic consumer confidence coming out. From China, you have major banks that will start declaring their corporate earnings today. So watch out for all of these when it comes to global cues. Shifting focus back home, let's talk about some corporate action, what's expected today. ICICI Bank shareholders will be meeting to mull the delisting resolution today, so that counter will be in focus today. Lock-in period will also be ending for Yatra Online. Remember, 45% equity is coming out of lock-in period today, so watch out for that counter in today's trading session as well. But, well, yes, that's all that's happening globally and in India, and the events that you need to be watching out for. With that,
if you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.